So, this is a little awkward because I'm actually recording it live. And I'm recording it before I even do the beginning part of this video, so, but I'm holding my webcam in my hand, and I'm pretty much just gonna look through this actually kind of hefty bullet journal. My 2020 bullet journal. I started recording this without a voiceover first, but then I realized I think it would just be better to look through it live, since I'm just glancing through it. So starting us off, we have the first page that I drew for 2020, and I have like a couple trees. This is actually like some stuff that I drew on with a pen that was drying out. I ended up using it. Get the lighting's glaring. I ended up using it for these trees so that I can look a little cool. But yeah, it came out pretty nicely, I feel like. And over here we have my future log, which pretty much had like all these dates to things that I had to look forward to that I couldn't really write down in the planner yet because I hadn't done the layouts yet. And here I had my 2020 bucket list. I'm gonna ignore the stuff that's on it because if I didn't, I could probably mark one. Okay, this is it's a pretty silly list. Okay, it's pretty. Don't judge me. Give me a second. Ignore the soulmate one. Don't worry about that one. We're gonna cross out finish a commission because we did finish a commission for Bender, which is pretty nice. Overall, we had eight things to do for 2020, and we didn't finish half of them. So I'd say that's kind of a plus, right? But yeah, we move on. Let's move that aside and then go to the next page. I'm probably gonna blur a lot of this out if my camera is not blurring it. If you can see this, just ignore it. You don't see those names. This was my 2020 schedule for my senior year of high school. Yeah, I had it laid out really nicely. This was the top part is my A day, my bottom part's my B day. And right here, I was going to put my study halls so that I knew what rooms I was supposed to go to on Fridays, because Fridays my school would have study hall instead of college classes. And I never got around to writing it, especially because, you know, we kind of got quarantined later, so it didn't even matter. But moving on. This was second semester at a glance. Yeah, pretty much I would write down events happening in every month. And this was when my prom was supposed to happen. As you can imagine, it never did. It's okay. A little salty because I did buy the dress for it. I never got to wear it. I forgot to wear it. This is my master syllabus. I pretty much just wrote down the office hours of all my professors and their emails and stuff. And we finally get our 2020 layout, our first 2020 layout. I actually did these in Mexico because we were in Mexico at the time, for New Year's and Christmas. Honestly, this year I've been so lazy with my bullet journal. The only thing I really have in my summary for January is a monthly playlist, which just has like songs that I had just added to my playlist on Spotify. A little thing right here that my mom gifted me. It gifted me a pearl, and I just like stuck that on there. sticker here that says, "And so the adventure begins." Yeah, my layout for January was pretty basic, not gonna lie. Again, I was lazy, uncreative, but it was nice. I feel like my peak for this year, and with my bullet journal is probably April and May, maybe. Kind of. I was still lazy, but I definitely like those layouts a lot. March was really nice too. Again, basic, but I mean, I got the job done. All this empty space because I did not know what I was doing here. Not gonna lie. Oh no, I skipped a page. I weren't supposed to do that yet. Yeah, we move on to February, where I had my coffee theme for the year. And in summary, basically all I did in February was I voted and enjoyed the coffee beans a little bit more in depth. I'm gonna ignore that mistake right there. I'm just gonna walk away. These are all of the songs that I added to my playlist in February. Starbucks drink on it. And this was my monthly calendar for February. Let's just hope that the camera focuses. There we go. Ignore my shaking hands. Much more steady. There we go. Yeah, I just had a bunch of stuff there that you guys don't have to worry about. Cause yeah. I totally don't have my college stuff there or anything. I paid a small tribute to Valentine's Day. You might be wondering why I'm speaking quietly. It's because my family's asleep right now. It's 2 a.m. while I'm recording this, but yeah, that was pretty much my February. I like this layout a lot, not gonna lie. I feel like it kind of wasted a little bit of space here. But I mean, it got the job done, and I really liked it. It looks nice. Again, same layout. I usually like to keep the same layout because, again, I don't like being too creative with my stuff. So, if it works, I just keep it for the whole month. And then this was the first time I did an art improvement. I stopped doing my art improvements halfway through the year, I think, because and I got so lazy. This year I'm gonna probably have a lot simpler of a bullet journal. At least starting off. Maybe I'll make it more intricate as the months go by, but honestly I'm probably just gonna keep it simple this year. And that was my art improvement. I drew Kenma from Haikyuu. Alright, nothing to gawk about. I didn't. It's gonna be a gift to one of my friends, but I didn't like it, so I just ended up keeping it and putting it in my bullet journal because it was alright. I was kind of proud of it, but it was alright. It wasn't anything special. But then we move into March. March was just before quarantine. I really liked my March layout. This one's my favorite by far. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. I was so proud of it whenever I first did it. It's my Instagram right now. My Shipping Lord Instagram. You can totally follow that if you want to. I don't think I'll link it, but you can follow it if you find it. This is whenever I was considering going to University of Tulsa. I decided not to because financial aid. But yeah, actually, there's a lot of stuff that I ended up not filling out for this bullet journal. This was another improvement. This is actually done with watercolors. I'm pretty proud of the hair. But yeah, there's that. This was basically the last week I ever had school. Because then the second week of March was spring break, and we went to Mexico, we came back, and quarantine hit. So that was nice. It's just a quote that I really liked at the time. What is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? That, I think, if I remember correctly, I was in a creative writing class, and this was the quote that I found in a book that we were reading at the time. So I just wrote it down because yeah, I was really having existential crises about what I was going to do with my life. It was, you know, college application time, so sorry about the shaky camera, by the way. Yeah, over here we have a little bit of a mood tracker. I think I completely missed this, but yeah, this is what I had planned for the months. Basically, green is happy, blue is I'm cool, purple is sad, and then red is angry. I was angry that day. I was feeling pretty okay my first week. My week of school. I apparently got a little bit depressed there, but it's okay. And then over here is my trip to Mexico. All those emotions. Very wonderful. Very wonderful. It's just we're gonna ignore that. All of these empty spaces. Okay, so every day that I go to Mexico, I always try to take a picture. And well, anywhere. Anytime I go anywhere, honestly, for vacation, I try to take a picture once a day for funsies, just to keep a record, and I post them on my personal Instagram. But I never got around to printing out those pictures, so I never got to paste them on there. But that's where they were supposed to go. I have the titles of every post though. That's travel day. This one's caldo de pollo. Pollo. Again, more empty spaces where I should have posted stuff. And then this is a store I went to in Zacatecas. I don't know if we went there. The title Zacatecas, and I bought a bunch of cute stuff, super cute stuff there. So yeah, if you ever in Mexico, you should totally visit this place. Look at that. Yeah. Or follow them on Instagram. They're pretty nice. Pretty cool. They have a lot of aesthetic stuff there. And then I think that. Oh, just kidding. This is. Yeah. Toilet paper storage. I thought that was the most important part to record. Yeah, then after that, we were doing online school, so this was me continuing my classes, pretty much just homework assignments and stuff, and then we go into April. I love this so much. Look at how beautiful that looks. Honestly, I am a fan. I am a big fan. I loved my April layout. Not my mood tracker. My mood tracker's kind of trash, but don't worry about that. But this was just my small calendar for April. This is my April in a summary, and as you can tell, I didn't do anything with it because again we were in quarantine. But I did end up doing an art improvement for April. I was actually very, very proud of it. Around this time I joined a server where basically it's a bunch of people taking pictures of their rooms, so that you can have a reference for characters in art in their bedrooms and stuff. And I took one of those pictures and I drew. I did a watercolor of their room. I'm pretty proud of it, not gonna lie. Not the best work, but I mean, I like it. That's what matters, right? I got very, very artsy in April. It was probably some kind of coping mechanism or something, honestly, considering it was the middle of quarantine. But that was this one right here. This is a painting I did in April. And I scanned it and I actually printed this one out. I did not print my Mexico trip out, but I did print this out. I don't know, I like this more, I guess. But yeah, this was me quarantined doing my assignments. I had a book list, but I never got around to reading most of these. And this was my to-do list. And then over here we have my Animal Crossing corner. Yeah, there you go. This was basically what days did I play Animal Crossing? Over here's the anime corner, because literally every week I would watch a different anime. And during this week I was watching Fruits Basket. So I drew Toru. I love Toru, she's such a sweetheart. And then TikTok. During this time, TikTok was thriving, honestly. And a lot of people were trying a Mobby, because a Mobby is apparently a really mythical creature that people would draw whenever we were in times of illness, and it would bring good blessings. And no one really knew if it was true or not, but you know, for funsies, artists of TikTok took to drawing a Mobby, because we were in the middle of a pandemic. So yeah, I ended up drawing a Mobby too. Thought it was pretty cute, but I never really posted it anywhere, I think. These are just more assignments and stuff with my layout. This was notes for a meeting. Don't need those. And up there is my to-do list. I was procrastinating finding a roommate. Here to swipe more people left, because my college uses a specific website for finding roommates. Which is basically like a dating it seems like a dating app, but it's for roommates. But yeah, I was swiping for more people because I couldn't find a roommate at the time. And then this week I was catching up on My Hero Academia. I drew Eri, who's also a sweetheart. And I had played Animal Crossing literally every single day this week. Really, I had a lot of time in my hands. Yeah, this is my Animal Crossing corner for this week. And we have more assignments. Do list. I signed up for orientation apparently this week. And then this is my flag for my Animal Crossing city. I just went ahead and drew it here to keep it as a memento. And then I never finished this because I probably started getting lazy with my art around this time, but I was rewatching School Rumble, and this is the main character, School Rumble, and this is for the guy that likes her. Her name's Tenma, his name's Harima. And I never got around to coloring it, but it's here. And this one, I love this one so much. I used a brown marker for the lining. Look at. Oh, I hate whenever I whisper because my mic doesn't pick it up. But I was like, look at how beautiful. Just look at it. I'm such a fan. Look at her, how beautiful her hair is. But yeah, my sister and we started watching the Bakken Monogatari series. And then this is just it's just something that I drew. I can't remember why I did this. Yeah. Oh, it's because of the meteor shower. Around this time, people were saying that there was gonna be like a big meteor shower going on, so I went ahead and did that as a memento. And once again, I played Animal Crossing every single day. Oh, that was fun. Okay, so this, I drew it myself, but it's actually, if you look at the story cat person, it's so interesting, honestly. This is the thumbnail, a cat person, and it's a short story that I read during my creative writing class. I loved it so much that I decided to add it to my layout for the week. And then during this time, I was rewatching Attack on Titan. Well, not rewatching it, but I was catching up, watching season 3 before, so I drew Armin and Krista. These are my favorites of the show. Armin looking a little ugly. Again, I didn't finish it at all, but it's looking cute. It's looking pretty cute. Not colored, but cute. And I played Animal Crossing single day. And then May, I was experimenting with May. This I actually did with a gel pen, a white gel pen, and I had colored it all in charcoal. That's why, like, if you look here, there's a bunch of like charcoal marks because it, yeah, I had to spray it so that it didn't smudge too much. But I really liked how it looked out. Oh, how it ended up turning out. Not gonna lie, I liked the jellyfish look. And this is a sticker for my college. Literally, the only thing that happened here is I accepted the fact that I was going to a college in Texas, and yeah, I was pretty excited. This is my May layout for my calendar. Lots of jellyfish. I decided that May should be a jellyfish month, I guess. And then this was my mood tracker, and I had reading tracker, Duolingo, a face wash tracker, and writing. Literally, skincare is the only thing that improved this month. Everything else, I was failing, but I like jellyfish. In the corner, I have what every color represents, basically. This is another, actually, this one's color pencil. I did some color penciling. Not my Bixby turning on. I was pretty proud of it, not gonna lie. I very much like the yellow. That was my art improvement. And over here we have my ideal quarantine schedule, because clearly I could not organize myself during quarantine. So I did a layout of what I wanted to do during quarantine so that I could somewhat follow a schedule and I wouldn't lose my mind. So ideally, I would wake up at 9, get ready for most days, and on Friday I gave myself some time for TikTok, and then I would get ready. Breakfast would be at 10, and some days I would work out. And then at 11, I would have breakfast Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I would have chores to do Monday, Wednesday. And at 12 o'clock I would pretty much do whatever I want. And then at 1 I would still do whatever I want. May. I think, yeah, this was probably after I finished school, because clearly I was just finding things to do. Without, yeah, because I think my college classes ended literally the first week of May. So after that I just pretty much had nothing to do. I was trying to give myself things to do. This was my main favorites. As you can see, I didn't bother finishing the layouts because I lost interest, I guess. And that's quarantine for you. But oh, this was supposed to be a vision board. I was supposed to fill this out before college, but I didn't end up getting to it. And you can enjoy this corner. Very nice little jellyfish. But I did do an aesthetic movie playlist because during this time I was trying to watch a movie with Samantha. I think like basically every week. I was trying to do it every day, but that didn't end up happening. Yeah, we watched Ponyo first, and then we watched Wolf Children, Violet Evergarden. I loved the movie Violet Evergarden. Howl's Moving Castle. She had never watched Howl's Moving Castle before. It was ridiculous, but we got around to it. And then we watched Kids Delivery Service. Your Name. This should be the red cord. And then we watched Buttering with You right after Your Name. I know there's a third one, but we haven't watched it yet. That's pretty much what we did during May. Let's lay this out properly so you guys can see it better. Look at that. I'm very proud of it, not gonna lie. So this is yeah, this is May. This is May. This is my May layout. This is what my day looked like, because again, I didn't really have much to do in the school department anymore since my college classes were over. So what I would end up doing is I would just draw. I would have a checklist of things to do every day, and then I would just check like what I did that day, so that I could keep track of the things that I was doing. And then this was just a to-do list on the down low, basically stuff that I had to do, but yeah, pretty chill. This is from Hanako-kun, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, because I was still keeping the trend of drawing whatever I was watching at the time. This changed my life. Literally, my Spotify playlist 2020, the #1 song that I kept playing on repeat was the ending of this anime, Bunny Girl Senpai. Yeah, this is the time that I played it on repeat. I love Bunny Girl Senpai. And then this week, I didn't end up drawing anything. It's just a to-do list and things that I did. But the next week, I watched Gravity Falls. I did not know that Gravity Falls was so short. It's literally like, what, 2 seasons, I think? So short. No, I literally finished it that week. We have Maple over here, and Pacifica over here. Not my best drawings, but, you know, at least I was trying. Literally, you can tell when I'm losing motivation, but I was struggling, but I was trying. We're not gonna talk about this. This is just a big bunch of screw-ups. We're not gonna talk about it. But yeah, you know, typical layout. And then this is the week that I started Avatar, so over here we have Katara. I never got around to drawing her, or like coloring her in, but you know. Then there's June. We have mushrooms in June. Mushrooms was the theme of June on the down low, but I think I ended up putting it out to just like green in general. Yeah, green and yellow. This is my June calendar. Over here we have a habit tracker. Once again, washing my face is the only thing that I really succeeded in during quarantine, but then I stopped. So then I didn't even have the motivation for that. That was wonderful, but on the right side, look at that mushroom. Look at that beautiful mushroom. Okay. My mood tracker is basically completed though. Look at those mushrooms. Look how beautiful this looks. I actually really like the mood tracker for June. My art improvements was good, but I never, you know, I never got around to it. This was my graduation week. And this was Blackout Tuesday. We all know what happened here. I decided to write it down on my bullet journal so I could remember. Oh, my neck is in need of popping. But yeah, right here we have Dorothea from Fire Emblem, as I ended up putting her on my graduation cap. And this was when we had my graduation. Over here we have July. I don't know, basically July, my theme was just blue. I was trying out something new July, or I would just like, I mean, basically I used these stickers all the time for July. Yeah, I was just trying to like go for like a collage kind of look. But yeah, my favorite song, favorite show, favorite memory. favorite game, favorite movie, and then my hope. I hope I get my own room. And I did end up getting my own room in college. It was very nice. I'm so happy, honestly. Okay, this is the thing. July, I had already picked my roommate. For college. And what ended up happening is my roommate canceled her housing because of Corona. I was left to the devices of randomization, basically, for my roommate, and I wasn't able to choose my roommate this semester. I was hoping that I would end up with my own room, and I wouldn't have to share with someone that I didn't know, who I might not even like particularly, because like maybe we might not be compatible. And I did. There were so few people that signed up for housing that she ended up signing up to get the room next door to us. And so we're suite mates now. But we're not roommates anymore. We have our own rooms now. And that's why I can stream now. Yeah. July was special. July was very special. As the days went on, I would put a little piece of little sticker on there, because I really wanted to use up these stickers. They're so cute. But I accidentally bought 2 packs, and I didn't need 2 packs. I just used them during this month. This is another congrats grad thing. Yeah, this was my spring college dorm shopping list. This is literally everything that I needed for my dorm, or that I thought that I would need. Some of it is technology stuff, some of it's food, whatever. It's a big list. But yeah, I was gonna take this here. Oh no, this was supposed to be my art improvement. Yeah, the not done art improvement part, like, what, 3? But that was July. And in July, what I would end up doing, again, I was going for like a sketchbook kind of thing. Don't read anything, please. This is personal stuff. I don't think it's that personal, but yeah, I would have daily check-ins. I would have daily check-ins in July. And basically I would write my mood for the day, something productive that I did, and something I did for fun. Every single day. I would try to do that. I would have like collage stuff on the corners, just to make it look aesthetic. Look at that. Look how pretty that looks. Doesn't it look pretty? And how did I do this for? Actually, yeah. I did this from July 1st to, again, I got lazy, so I didn't actually do it every day, but I did do it whenever I remembered. And I did do it up until July 20th, and then I stopped. There's all this empty space because I didn't end up finishing it. But with that, we go into August. We're in quarantine. I drew a cottagecore girl. I was feeling lazy, so I didn't really try with her, but yeah, we have a cottagecore girl now. I have no art improvement yet again, but we have a pair. And that's what matters. Those are the only thing that matter in this world. This was my August layout. I did do a mood tracker, but it didn't end up filling it out during August. I was trying out some ink stamps that my sister had bought. That's why it looks all typewritery. Over here I actually have my college schedule, because I decided to write that down, because I think my move-in date was August, I think the 21st or something. Over here I have a doodle, and then I have stuff that I was gonna write later and I never got around to it. My favorite stuff. Yeah, I only wrote my favorite show at the time and favorite song. A little embarrassing, but you know, it is what it is. over here we have again a layout of events that were going to happen during every month for the first semester of my college. And then over here I have pretty much like the master syllabus and the stickers that I got because I went to the LGBTQ center at my university. This is pretty much just stuff that I had to do. I had a little calendar here, and then I highlighted the week. This was basically the only week that I had to do anything at all in my college. Yeah. Shopping list. This was my September layout. This was my first week at college. I actually did it a little bit later than I was supposed to. Because, again, I be slacking. But, yeah, this month, I actually had written down, favorites. My favorite game is Among Us right now. Or at this time. Because, you know, that was when Among Us was really getting popular. And I was looking for Discords to play Among Us in. This was my September lit. Look how bubblegummy it looks. I love it. I literally just did it because of these stickers. I literally, at the end of the year, I was pretty much just using layouts based off of stickers. I brought back this like layout that I did in February because I really liked it. I really liked it a lot, so I did something similar to it. And then over here we have a sneak peek of next week because I thought that would help me keep track of my stuff better. I have a mood tracker over here, which I didn't really keep track of. And then we have over here the week that this was for. Yeah, and that was the layout that I did for September. And then over here we started working on the mood checker a little better. And I would switch off the colors every week. Right here we have a pink mood tracker. Once again, I got another sticker from the LGBTQ center. I really like giving away those stickers. And yeah, this was the last week. As you can see, I started getting lazy. Because I was stressed and depressed. Once again, I didn't even bother. But I did finish off the layout, and I did add stickers. And then mood of the week, you could tell that I didn't bother. Feeling pretty good. Happy my comm teacher loosened the workload. Around that time, my comm teacher she cut the workload of the semester in half. I was so happy. And then this was October. I literally did nothing for the majority of this, but I did draw a pumpkin, and I did add a sticker. And then over here I have my favorite movie, and that's all I wrote. That's all I wrote for October. My favorite movie, and then I never came back to it. This is my calendar for the month. Pretty basic, but I have these cute little stickers that I drew a little neighborhood with. Not drew. I pasted a little neighborhood. Yet again, another sticker. We love to see it. Again, they really like to give away those stickers. So I put them in my bullet journal. And then once again, I was kind of going for like a scrapbooky vibe. So, because I liked it. It was really like freeform. I didn't really have to do much for it, and I was feeling lazy. Perfect for me. I think I'm gonna keep on doing into 2021 because it's probably my favorite type of layout. I don't have to do much for it, and it can still look nice. But yeah, this was around the time that my sister sent me a care package, and this is the little stamp that was on her note. Pretty much just stuff that I had to do. I didn't write anything special. But I did add a lot of stickers, and I did draw some pumpkins. I'm really proud of those pumpkins, not gonna lie. And then here I have, okay, so I'm a part of the hall council for my university's dorm. And this is a poster that I did for the door decorating contest that we had. And I was pretty proud of it, so I went ahead and stuck it on there since, it was something I actually did all this time. Here I have a little witch that I doodled, more pumpkins, and a corgi. And then for November, I had no idea what I wanted to do, so I just went ahead and did an Among Us theme. Cause yeah, and I did this little slidey thingy. If you zoom in, November is Among Us. I tried to keep the colors somewhat fall-like, but when it comes to space, I can't help but use space colors. So literally, I barely wrote anything because I started getting lazy around this time. But yeah, this is my November layout, my calendar. November and December are basically they're kind of a blur. But I did finish the layout because I thought that was the right thing to do. And I'll probably post myself doodling this another day. That's a little sticker that I added, more Among Us. And more Among Us. Look at how nice it looks though. I'm so proud of that, not gonna lie. I pretty much just had to-do lists, upon to-do lists. And then here, I started getting extra lazy, because literally I just did this today. I did not do anything for December from the bullet journal, but it feels like a bad omen not to finish it. So, this is my December layout. Final season. We'll love to see it. May the end of 20... Oh no. Not me writing 2021. Hold up. May the end of 2020 begin. We're gonna pretend that that's a 2020 all along, guys. We're gonna pretend that that's a 2020 all along. We did not read that. December calendar. Just for the fun of it. Obviously, I didn't write anything in it because I finished it today, and of course my camera's gonna be blurry. Come on. Focus. It does not want to work with me. Well, it's okay. It's nothing particularly special. There we go. Look at that. Look at how cute that is. Look at that. Since, December to be my birthday. I put a little birthday boy there. And then I ignored this page because I thought since I literally have so much free space anyway, I would just waste it on my top songs in 2020. I literally just listed all of my first songs in my 2020 playlist for Spotify, the ones that they generate for you. And right now we can go ahead and go through those. If you like any of those songs, you can totally comment that song down below. And you can both gush on the beauty of music. And lastly, I think this is, oh no, just kidding, I have like two more. My Christmas and birthday. I pretty much just drew stuff and had things that were important to me, I guess. I had a hangout, not during Christmas, but I did get to see my friends and socially distanced person. And we have a chocolate birthday cake because I ate a chocolate birthday cake this year. Ham and cheese crackers, because for New Year's we had ham and cheese crackers. We have the moment to represent my face reveal over here. And some ramen, because for my birthday we eat ramen. We're gonna eat poke bowls, but no one wants to eat poke bowls whenever it's cold. We eat ramen instead. And then we have a note to my future self here. Pretty much, you know how it goes. You don't have to read that though, just a note to myself, but I decided to feature it anyway. And then beyond here, we have caution. Beyond here are plans for 2021. Are you sure you're ready? And this says yes, but you guys are just gonna have to wait until next time to get to see it. Because this video is literally almost an hour long, which is crazy. I did not realize that I was gonna have an hour of content from my bullet journal. But yeah, that was ignore the sounds of my bullet journal. That was my 2020 in a nutshell. I hope that you enjoyed. I'm probably gonna cut this down because I don't think people really want to sit through an hour worth of my bullet journal. But if you, I mean, I don't know. I will probably consult some people about this. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a like, comment, make sure to share the video. If you think I'm pretty cool, you like to hear me talk for some reason, you can always check my other videos out, or you can stop by one of my streams. I stream at Twitch at twitch.tv/shippinglordcx. Once again, thank you for watching this video. Have a good day, have a good night, and I will see you next time. Not my Bixby again. Alright, bye-bye. I didn't understand. Oh my god, I'm Bixby. Bye-bye.